Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So today we're going to continue with my favorite fragrances to wear in the summer, and we're going to talk about florals. And for those of you that have watched me for a while, you might be surprised. Florals? But you're not a huge fan of florals. Yes, that is true. I am not a huge fan of florals. I'm very, very picky about floral fragrances. But my tastes have definitely started to change. I'm starting to like more and more floral scents. And there are definitely some that I really, really love in my collection. So these are the ones that I'm going to share with you today. And let's start with two that I have been obsessed with this spring and summer. They both feature a note combination that I fell in love with again this spring that I never used to like before, and now I am completely obsessed with. Of course, I'm talking about Sweet Orange Blossom, and the two fragrances that I want to mention are, first of all, Sintra from Memo, and the second one from Jules Matte. This is Secrets du Paradis Rouge. So let's talk about Sintra first. Now, this has, of course, orange blossom. It also has jasmine, it has milk, it has cinnamon, it has neroli, petitgrain, bergamot, it has marshmallow, it has red fruits, vanilla, caramel, musk, cedar. Okay, there are a lot of notes. This is really a sweet orange blossom. You get orange blossom mixed with vanilla and marshmallows. What makes this fragrance really interesting is that it has pretty strong notes of petitgrain and neroli. They're very strong in the opening. They bring that kind of freshness and greenness to this fragrance, and they stay there throughout the whole life of this scent. They kind of tone down, definitely, but they're still always there. And that's why I think they make this fragrance so interesting. They make it so special. I know some people really don't like that about this scent, but to me, I absolutely love it. This is so stunning. The combination of this really, really sweet orange blossom with this greenness and freshness. And you also have a little bit of bergamot bringing this kind of freshness and a slight of zestiness to this. And it is gorgeous. It is such an amazing sweet orange blossom scent. It also has outstanding performance, and I mean, the bottle is stunning as well. So to me, this is a winner on all fronts, and I absolutely love it. The other thing for me personally is that my husband loves this one, goes crazy over it. Probably this has become his favorite scent on me as of lately. So again, winner on all fronts. Now, second one that I mentioned is Secrets du Paradis Rouge from Jules Matte. This fragrance again features orange blossom, but it is together with vanilla, benzoin, honey. There's also almond, there's amber, woody notes, there's neroli, mandarin orange, cloves, artemisia, a few other notes. So yes, it still has that sweet orange blossom, but here it is definitely mixed with honey. I'm getting this kind of honeyed floral vibe from it. It is definitely not marshmallow and not even so much vanilla. Sweetness is coming from honey to me. Yes, there is neroli here. It is a little bit here. It is not as prominent as it is in Sintra. And I am getting orange in here. It adds another element of kind of fruity sweetness and zestiness and kind of spark to this fragrance. Gorgeous. This is also gorgeous. It is, some of you might think, well, both of them sound similar. You get sweet orange blossom. Do you really need both? Well, I don't know. That's up to you to decide. For me, they're different enough that I definitely need both. Like I said, the type of sweetness that's in here is very different. It is like honeyed orange blossom, whereas in Sintra it is more marshmallowy orange blossom. And then in Sintra I'm getting that greenness and freshness from Petitgrain and Neroli, which I'm not getting here. Instead, I'm getting an addition of kind of fruity, citrusy sweetness from orange. Both are stunning scents. I have been enjoying both, and this one performs even better than Sintra. Everything, the longevity, the sillage, the projection, everything is absolutely outstanding. This is another stunning scent. Now, as I mentioned many times before, one of my favorite floral notes is rose. It has always been this way. I've always loved rose as a flower, and I've always loved rose in fragrances. And I can't do this video without mentioning this fragrance, the fragrance that I have talked about so many times, but I always wear it during spring and summer. It is, of course, Florabotanica by Balenciaga. This is, to my nose, the most unique and different rose that I have ever tried. This has mint, rose, cannabis, vetiver, a few other notes. And it's a sweet rose, but it is also a dry rose, and it is slightly minty rose, and maybe even slightly herbal rose, but in the best possible way, because I typically don't like herbal nuances in fragrances, but it just works here. If you're worried about cannabis, to my nose, I don't get any cannabis. It is just a gorgeous, dry, slightly minty rose. I've loved this one for years. I still love it, and I still reach for it quite often during warm weather. Another rose that I wanted to mention is a newer addition to my collection. This is Dome Rosa from Liquid's Imaginaires. This rose is very different. So in addition to rose, we have pomelo, pear, champagne. There are some woody notes, again, vetiver, a few other notes. And this is definitely rose with champagne. Like, you have this rose bouquet in front of you, and you have just opened a bottle of champagne, and you're getting a mix of these two scents. I think pomelo, which is I think something similar to grapefruit, or maybe it's a type of grapefruit, I'm not sure, but definitely similar. And you have that kind of zestiness and crispness from pomelo, and even a little bit of pear is coming in, and it's just bubbly, sparkly champagne with rose. This is so stunning, very elegant, very classy scent, very interesting. In a way, it is refreshing. In another way, I find it quite celebratory, because it has that, note of champagne quite strong in here. It is gorgeous. Again, this is a house that I don't hear a lot of people talking about, and I haven't tried many things from this house, but as soon as I tried Dome Rosa, fell in love with it right away, knew that eventually I would need to get a bottle. This is gorgeous. Now let's talk about a couple of fragrances that have white florals in them, which, white florals are challenging for me for sure, but they work in both of these fragrances, and they work beautifully. The first one is Gran Ballo from Xerjoff. Here we have honeysuckle, gardenia, jasmine. There's also amber, caramel, vanilla. Now, I don't really get gardenia and jasmine here, to be honest. To me, the white floral that I'm getting here is honeysuckle, and it is mixed beautifully with caramel. So really, these are the two most prominent notes to me, caramel and honeysuckle. It is sweet, but at the same time, it is light, it is airy, it is very girly, it is kind of inoffensive scent. It is a little bit effervescent. It just works. It's a very happy scent. It's a scent that always makes me smile when I wear it. And I think that although you can wear it any time of the year, but for me, I think spring and summer are kind of the best seasons for this scent. This is really beautiful. Nothing overly complex or unique about it, but at the same time, it's a really beautiful honeysuckle caramel type of scent. Next on my list, I have a fragrance that I recently acquired as well. This is Goza from Jeroboam. Just such a nice little bright orange bottle. I really, really love it. Now, this fragrance, although it has florals in it and it has white florals, and that's why I included it in this video, it doesn't really smell very floral to me. So it has in it tuberose, it has bergamot, saffron, there's violet leaf, there's ambroxan, musk, patchouli, a few other notes. So, you know, tuberose, who would have thought that I would like a scent that has tuberose in it? But I don't really get tuberose. In fact, I don't get a lot of notes listed here. As I mentioned in my haul when I hold this, this doesn't really smell floral to me at all. This smells like some kind of fruity hard candy to me. Like it has mostly pineapple, maybe with a little bit of mango in it. And then this hard candy kind of mixed a little bit with patchouli, because really the only note out of the ones that are listed that I'm getting here is patchouli. So it has a touch of earthiness and freshness added to this hard candy, but overall I get pineapple mango hard candy mixed with a little bit of patchouli. Such a nice, interesting scent. Tuberose to my nose is nowhere to be seen. So again, this is really, really interesting one to try. Unusual type of scent, a scent where, at least to me, what I smell doesn't correspond to notes at all. Next, I'm going to show you an iris scent, and this is my favorite iris in my collection. I mentioned it several times. This is Iris Dior from Bvlgari, from their Splendida line. I, again, usually tend to gravitate towards this scent in the warmer weather, and I will tell you, I have been reaching for it more than usual this summer. For some reason, I've sort of grown to really love this scent. I've always really liked it, but it was never a love, to be honest. But I have grown to really love this scent. This features, of course, iris. There's also mimosa. There are green notes, bergamot in here. There is orris, tonka, sandalwood, vetiver, etc. And I love this iris because it's a fresh green iris. It is not overly sweet. It is not overly powdery. Green notes are definitely here. They make this scent a kind of green and fresh and light. And it is smooth, it is creamy. I think mimosa is a little bit here as well, which I really like. So it's just a beautiful green, fresh, not overly powdery iris, which is my favorite type of iris. So I really, really love this one. And I'm going to finish this video with 3 fragrances that feature the note of peony, which is another one of my all-time favorite floral notes. I've loved it for many, many years. Again, I love peony as a flower. I think it's the most beautiful flower ever, and I love the smell of peonies. So first one I'm going to share with you, the one that I've had for a while. This is In Love Again from YSL. I've mentioned several times, I think, that the reason I purchased this fragrance is because I read a lot of reviews comparing it to Baby Doll from YSL, which used to be my signature scent back in the day. That fragrance has been discontinued and I've had a really hard time finding it. And when I read that this one was similar, I decided to try it. So glad I did, because I do find them quite similar. So like I said, this has peony, and as typically happens, peony is combined with rose. There's also blackcurrant, mandarin orange, grapes, blackberries, and musk. So there are a lot of fruity notes in here, but to be honest, to me, this is not a fruity scent. This is definitely a floral scent, and more specifically, this is a peony scent. I am getting peony with musk. It's sweet, it's a little bit sparkly. Maybe there are some fruity nuances in the background, but they're not very evident. They're definitely not at the forefront of this fragrance. This is all about peony to me. Just gorgeous peony and musk. Love this scent. And like I said, it is kind of a slightly nostalgic scent for me. The next one is a newer addition that I just shared with you in a haul. This is Lost in Paradise from Nihilo. This also features the note of peony. In addition to that, there is pink pepper, lychee, petalia, musk, cedar, amber. And there's definitely peony here, very fresh peony, like it's a freshly cut bouquet of peonies. I also am getting a little bit of orange blossom in here, although it is not listed, but I feel like it's orange blossom mixed with peony that I'm getting here. There's lychee in here, but like I said, it's kind of a slightly sour lychee. It is not very sweet. It is not very thick. It is not very fruity. It's a light mention sort of lychee. Like you get a little bit of that lychee type of fruitiness, but it's very, very light. And then you have, I think, musk, cedar, and amber all mixed together, creating sort of a background for this peony scent. It is elegant, it is sophisticated, it is classy, it is beautiful. It is not overly sweet. There's something very, very special about this scent. I am so thrilled that I finally added to my collection. So that's again Lost in Paradise from Nihilo. And the last scent is also about peony, but very different type of peony. This is Cio Cio San from MDCI Parfums. Now, this also has peony and lychee, just like Lost in Paradise, but like I said, very, very different. There's also grapefruit, lemon, cherry blossom. There are some woody notes. There's ginger in here. And this one is a much, much sweeter scent. You get very fruity, very sweet, kind of dense lychee in this one, and it is mixed with peony, and then you get sort of yuzu and grapefruit and lemon, adding sparkly, zesty, citrusy types of qualities to this scent. It is sweet, it is sparkly, it is zesty, it is a little bit fruity. It almost has a slight candy vibe as well. Another gorgeous scent. You can see that, to me at least, you know, the three peony scents that I mentioned, they're all quite different and have their own different qualities and their own nuances. I'm really loving all three, and like I said, peony is one of my all-time favorite floral notes. So there you go. This is my lineup of floral fragrances that I am really excited to wear this summer, and floral fragrances that I would recommend to you. So I would love to know if you enjoy floral scents in the summer and what are your favorites. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!